Self-publishing and traditional publishing, it really is a personal decision. For me, it was really important to go the traditional route. I really wanted that stamp of approval. And some, for some folks, that's not as important. But for me, I really wanted someone to say, "Hey, you have a talent." So that's the route I took, and it took me 10 years. It was a long journey. It may not take some people that long, but it took me 10 years. And it wasn't the first book, it wasn't the second book, it wasn't the third book. It was the fourth one that actually made it. So I was fortunate enough to be published. But during that time, I worked with a wonderful developmental editor, Susan Malone, and I just studied my craft. I read books on writing, I practiced writing, I wrote several novels, and I did a lot of reading of authors that I love to read within that genre. So you have to do your homework, and it's a long journey, but I was fortunate enough to make it. And it's still a journey. I'm still on that journey. So on the flip side of that, self-publishing offers many benefits. Number one, an author can have full control over their work, basically full control over it. And it also allows authors to enjoy a greater portion of the profits, which is really, really, really important. That being said, an author really should know that when you do self-publish, you are pretty much in control of everything. You have to hire a cover designer, you have to hire a copy editor, you have to upload files, you have to manage marketing and promotion, you have to do the entire business aspect of putting a book out on the market. So it's a job in and of itself. Outside of that, you have to write a wonderful novel. So that's really the starting point. You have to write a great book, and then you have to turn around and put on another hat and market that book and bring it to the world. So you have to wear two hats. It's a lot of work, but it's a great profit potential. And these days, there used to be a stigma of self-publishing, but these days that is really definitely falling away. Publishers, there are stories of traditionally published authors who have opted to go back to the self-publishing route. And there are plenty of stories of self-published authors who were able to win traditional publishing contracts based on their self-published titles and their sales record. There's really no stigma these days, as publishers and authors are really trying to reach readers whatever way they can, and especially trying to increase their profits. So it's really a personal decision that you have to make. You have to sit down and weigh your options and know what your goals are. And once you do that, you'll be on the right track.